So
yeah. Sit down right there.
Want me to sit right here?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's right there.
The light's a little intense here. Is that
Yeah,
is that
okay.
camera? The camera better not be rolling.
Oh.
My name is Bill Truesdale. Company I have is Audio Vision Production Services. It's a audio post sound mixing facility in beautiful Tustin, California.
Oh, sir, I'm sorry.
You can record my voice. I don't want a picture.
Okay.
No picture of me.
All right, fine. Here, I'll.
That camera better not be rolling.
It's not.
Been here almost 30 years, and I've been working with Mike for a lot of that 30 years.
Okay. What can I do for you? What do you want? What's going on here?
My name is Kurt Aptahan. I'm a cinematographer and director as well, and work freelance. And I also work with a lot with a company called AdSmith USA.
Well, hi there. I'm Rob Wagner, and I'm a business and marketing coach.
Well,
Thank you for the drink, by the way. I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem on the house.
My name is Scott Marsh, and I'm a freelance graphic designer, and I've worked with Mike for quite a few years. For him and with him.
Or in what you once did for a living. Oh, I'm sorry.
What I did for a living, recording engineer, editor, sound designer. I was basically kept in dark rooms for about 40 years.
My name is Deborah Lindquist Smith, and I am Mike Smith's better half. Yes, I'm his wife. And what I do for a living, I'm a family autism advisor. In that I work with families whose kids are on the autism spectrum, and I coach them, advise them, work with them in myriad ways. And also I'm the founder and executive director for Autism Resource Mom. It is a nonprofit organization that provides support, guidance, and hope for individuals with autism spectrum disorder. And my husband Mike is a board member for our organization, as is our son Drew.
Hi there, I'm Drew Smith. I am a student currently at Orange Coast College, and I am also the son of the birthday boy Mike Smith, and I also am a movie blogger and also a wannabe screenwriter / director. Anything else you'd like to know? I think we can proceed.
Mr. Smith, as I like to remember, I first met him in a town called Lake Forest. It was back in the mid-90s, and he was with a partner, I believe. His name was Rob Wagner, and both of these two gentlemen had beards, if I recall, so they started a company called Beard Boy. I couldn't figure out if they sold clams or if they were selling razors.
Well, I met him the first day he showed up at an ad agency in Newport Beach, and I was there right at the moment when he fell off the turnip truck.
It's his birthday coming up?
Yes.
Okay. Mike Smith. Yeah, I know Mike Smith. Yeah, I've known since probably the late 80s, early 90s. He's this wise guy. He had this other guy with him, Rob, I think his name was. The two of them. They would come into the studio I used to work for, and they would do a lot of things. So he did, the two of them. What's the guy's name? Rob, that's right. Mike and Rob, yeah.
It was way back in 1983, and Mike and I met at Holler, Clink and Quinlan. He was on the creative side, and I was in PR, and the rest is Marcom history.
There's something that some people might not know about. It's something called childbirth. That's how I was created. It was a very graphic process. I'm trying not to go into any gory details, but I was born into his life over 20 years ago, and I've stuck by his side ever since.
Well, Mike Smith, I think the thing that really sets him apart is his blatant disregard for the wishes and desires of the client. He's always one to basically do what he wants, and if the client doesn't like it, too bad for them.
Marvin McNeil.
What sets Mike apart from some of the other folks I've worked with is his forehead. It's extremely large, if you've noticed. I don't know if that is to either contain his brain capacity or his ego. I haven't figured that out yet.
Is this, that better be just, the camera's not rolling, is it?
No.
Okay.
Well, probably his sense of humor. I think probably most people are going to say that because that's what most people, I think, are appreciate about Mike is his sense of humor and kind of brings a lighthearted approach to doing work.
What sets Mike apart from other people? It's his body odor. It's really strange. He smells like sex and candy.
Oh, he'd piss me off. He would piss me off. He'd come in frickin' prepared. He knew exactly what he was doing. Those guys would have it just down. I mean, they didn't come in with a 45-second commercial. They came in with a 30-second commercial. I was selling time at this studio, you know, and we wanted them to waste their time. Overwrite. They never overwrote. Everything was perfect. Everything was all set up. Used to piss me off. They were good. They had good ideas. You know, I tried to do the best I could for them. They'd come in and out, bing, bang, wada bing, bada boom, bada boom. They were done. It happened.
Without doubt, it's his sense of humor, his creativity, his productivity, his drive. He's an awesome dad. He's a great son. He's a good husband, and he puts up with me. So, yeah.
I'm sure other people have said this already, but it is definitely gotta be his sense of humor that sets him apart, because he and I bond over a lot of things like the Howard Stern show and like the most obscure movies imaginable. And we bond over things like that, and we like to share in those obscure references. And I feel that connects us and also contributes to his sense of humor.
Yes, there have been times I've disagreed with Mike. But you know, I have a simple fix. I just call my attorney Sweet James Bergener. And the dense beard of justice will prevail and right the wrongs. And usually settles things very quickly, and I'm pleased with that.
You got a question? Is there more questions or what?
Yes, there will be more. So.
All right.
Now,
I usually try not to disagree with him, but I probably have some strong opinions. But normally he usually wins because he signs the checks.
We've had, worked on projects, and there's been probably a few instances where we had a different opinion on an approach, but we're in a relationship where I'm sort of he's my boss in effect, or he's my client. So, there's been times where I've kind of given my opinion, and then he takes that in and just decides what he wants to do from there.
Disagree. There's no disagreeing. I was a recording engineer. I was helping him. They had concepts. They'd come in with them. You don't disagree. You might point in another direction, but you don't disagree. There's no arguing. He's the boss. They were the boss. They told you what to do. He would slap me across the head if I didn't do what he wanted. So there's no disagreeing.
Have I ever disagreed with Mike, and how did I resolve it? Next question.
Disagree? Mike and I disagree? Are you nuts? We're like this. It's like we have one brain, one mind. We agree on everything. Yeah, and I'm a supermodel. Next question.
The thing you need to know, man, is that disagreements are what make it. It's impossible for people to be on the same page. You gotta understand how common it is for people to not understand each other or catch anyone else's drift. That might be the same thing I just said, but that's how it operates. So usually, if there is a disagreement, and it's never gotten physical, I will grant you that. But if we ever have a disagreement, initially I would just melt into a screaming fit, which would cause absolutely this much to be resolved. I've learned that maybe through simple verbal communication, I could possibly help reach a solution. We haven't had as much disagreements these days as we currently do, but when they happen, I now know how to resolve them.
This is my first.
Don't insult me. Okay, next question.
I
Do you have a question?
Yes, I do.
Well, let me see. I think really my favorite production has been, I think I worked on a couple of the Smith family Christmas videos. These, of course, are known for their lack of any social redeeming value. And at that point, I mean, that is high quality video production from top to bottom. You can't beat that.
We've done so many projects together, but I think my favorite projects are the ones that we always keep talking about. There's always this great project we want to do, and we keep talking about it, and we just keep talking about it. So I enjoy that.
Well, I've enjoyed working on some of the websites for his various business endeavors. So those are always fun. There's usually a fair amount of freedom with them and creativity involved. So I've enjoyed working on those. I also enjoy working on some of the video projects that he gets, doing some production design for those, and some titles and type treatments and so forth for those.
Well, generally everything we do. I mean, they're the only people that were prepared, that knew what the F they were doing, would come in, had the right talent, had the right scripts. They knew exactly what they wanted. They got it, bing, bang, but I couldn't sell enough hours. They came in, I would always hope they would be, most people come in, they don't know what the hell they're doing. So they would just waste through the hours and time. I'd make a fortune on them. I made nothing on these guys. I made nothing on Mike Smith.
Two things come to mind. On sort of the grander scale, we did this 6-day shoot for this big healthcare company, and it involved a wonderful 3-day shoot on a beautiful stream high up in the Sierras, featuring fly fishing. So it was our most elaborate, probably biggest budget production, and I think the results were very nice. But to be honest, the times I enjoyed most were in the earlier days. We left the ad agency because we wanted to write and be creative people and not deal with all the bureaucracy of an ad agency. Long before we had an office, we would meet up at coffee shops halfway in between where we lived, and we would get together and have writing sessions, many of them that were just hours long. And I think if you ask Mike, he would probably agree that those were really some of the best times, the most creative times, and most fun times we ever had.
That's an easy one. This guy, enough said.
That's tough. We have collaborated a lot, whether it's on the Christmas videos that we always do that people somehow still like. It might be, but I think the one thing I'm really proud of with him and that I've collaborated with him on will have to be the numerous cards for Mother's Day or Christmas or whatever it is, because we always try and simply find ways to just really piss off the family member in question. Whether it's through insulting their favorite shows, like Property Brothers, or perhaps somehow wishing me a happy 20th with 10 sets of topless with 10 topless women, which I actually really enjoyed.
Reaching 60, yes. Words of wisdom that I could say is that anybody who is in this neighborhood of age, it's just, I just wish them the best. What I really hope is that you live to be 70, because I need the work.
Advice for Mike as he reaches 60: hair extensions. Hair extensions needed quite a bit. With every passing year, the forehead gets larger and larger. I think his face could probably handle hair extensions. Flavio comes to mind.
Well, they say as you get older, you get wiser. But in Mike's case, I'm not sure that's happening. So I just would like to ask him to, I'm someone you can always turn to step in and save things, get your career back on track, just, help those projects become a success, because I don't know, I'm starting to worry about him.
Oh, he's not 60 years old. That's a lie. He's trying to get out of things. If he's 50, I'd believe that. But if he's 60, I don't know what to say to you. That's amazing to me. He was always the youngest one in the crowd. He got all the women. He got to hit all the fun. This guy did everything right. What can I say? 60 years old, really, dude? You're 60? Listen, keep smoking the cigars, drinking the liquor. You're doing something right. Keep it up.
Yeah. I would say this, that when he considers what to do, he should think about what I do and then do the exact opposite.
All right, Mike, I just want to wish you a happy birthday. I joined the 60 Club a few years back. We won't mention how many, but I can put them on one hand, so that's good. Anyway, it's been a great time working with you. We kind of connect on a humor level that most people that don't quite understand, but we know what we're talking about. So anyway, I wish you the best. Have a great time, and we'll see you around studio.
On a serious note, Mike, if you're still alive when this video is made, I know it's your birthday. It's getting kind of long in the tooth there. So hopefully you're still here by the time we finish this video. You guys, you've been a great partner. You've been a great supporter, and happy 70th.
Happy birthday, Mike. Have a great day and enjoy your ride on life's slide.
Let's see. Keep taking good care of yourself. Keep taking good care of your mom. He takes good care of his mom. And I'm looking forward to more years and many more adventures. Happy birthday, Mike.
I'm really proud of the guy because when any father hears that their son has autism, any other father would have been like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I gotta cure this shit. But no, not him. He knew that if he just stuck with it and learned more about me, he would find better coping skills, and he somehow helped my mother to channel all that expertise and knowledge that they've acquired over the next few years to simply just helping other people out. And I'm also proud of the guy because he wrote this book, 100 of the Worst Ideas in History, and it's something that we've always been talking about, and it's just. He's just done all these great things, and I'm just glad that I have a guy to really look up to. And Dad, if you're listening, if you're watching this, and I really hope you're not, because it might not turn out the best. I just wanted to say a happy birthday and just keep going, man. When you think you have to stop, don't. That's just your bad side trying to discourage you from the big picture. That's the story of my life. I've always been discouraged, but you just gotta know You just gotta keep going.
That camera better not be rolling. You keep looking at that camera. Why are you looking at that camera? That camera better not be rolling.
Oh, I
Hey,
just-
hey,